I've been really hungry the past 3 weeks.
Basically, I'm on a all-meat keto carnivore diet, but I think what the issue has been hunger, and I haven't figured out how to cope with hunger to break through to continue weight loss after I get to this point. Like, this is the critical point. I'm Sandy, and this is my journey to 199 pounds. My highest weight ever was 300 pounds, and I started this year at 246 pounds. Right now, I'm following a keto-based diet focused on strength training and cardio and walking and staying accountable.
Husband remnants. Good morning and happy Saturday. I am going to do a strength training workout this morning. First, I need to figure out my to-do list for the day, get my plan of action going. Definitely on the list is going to be the strength training workout, and I'll do a full body for sure.
I've been really hungry the past 3 weeks. What I know logically in my head is that I'm eating enough calories. I'm not eating anything crazy low. I am eating in a deficit, but the hunger has been prevalent, and I typically don't feel the most hungry that I will feel is at night after I have dinner, which is the largest meal of the day. And so to me, that just seems like there's something hunger signals that's messed up in my stomach. And I know that there's this term I keep hearing on other weight loss vlogs when people are sharing about losing weight, when they're talking about head noise, right? And having urges to want to eat food, which I definitely have those, but I am not having urges in my mind to eat food. I'm having urges. What is going on? I feel like I have this crazy hair. Oh, I did have a crazy hair. There was like a white hair that was sickling me. Oh my goodness. The urges that I'm having to eat, though, haven't really been a head noise thing. It's been my stomach. It feels hungry, is what it feels like. So maybe I just don't know how to understand my own hunger signals, or they're broken. I thought that was my husband coming, but that was a different guy. I'm still feeling a little bit embarrassed about sharing. I don't know. This is all new, but anyway, so yeah, so I'm feeling like an urge in my stomach. Like it's churning. And so I've just always interpreted that as, oh, I'm hungry and I should eat. And so now I'm wondering if that's really what that means. And if I have just believed that my stomach was telling me that it was hungry, when in reality something else is going on. Maybe I needed more water. I think I just don't truly understand my own body's hunger signals at this point. And there's some discomfort going on in my stomach. And I think that that's true hunger. I've been thinking that that's true hunger, but I don't think that it is. Now I'm questioning. I don't know. So I've been feeling hungry these past 3 weeks in the way that I've thought that I was hungry before. Now I'm like, was that really hunger? I'm going to try doing smoking pork ribs today. So we have to go to the store and pick some of that up. Bonus Jonas, pork belly, and ribs. Okay, I'll go get my
know what I'm doing because my husband does all the butchery usually. Well, that's what happens when your wife preps meat, okay? That's what happens when your wife preps meat, okay?
So right now, basically, I'm on a all meat keto carnivore diet, but I'm eating keto snacks. I made a video showing those Quest strawberry shortcake cookie things, which were really good. And basically, what I've been eating is meat and then eggs and those snacks once or twice a day. And I'm curious what would happen if I just cut out those snacks entirely. I also have backed off of most dairy. I cut out Fairlife lactose free as my coffee creamer in the morning, and I'm now drinking. Well, I'm not carnivore actually. I'm putting almond milk in my coffee to see if it's the dairy that's giving me the cystic acne and breakouts. So I severely cut back on the dairy too. And yeah, I'm just curious. Number one today, yeah, here's my challenge to myself for today. Because I don't feel like I'm 100% in control of this, I'm not going to eat any keto snacks today. You're going to hold me to it, okay? And it's just going to be everything else besides keto snacks, which for me right now, I'm eating, you know, eggs and meat, and that's it. So let's see if I have enough self-control to get through one day without keto snacks.
I'm freaking starving. Hunger pangs a lot. It's lunchtime. This is going to be my first meal of the day. Probably do eggs and some bacon, and we'll see how I feel after that.
Okay, so as I'm walking, my stomach feels full. And this is after lunch. So I had my 3 eggs, 2 ounces of bacon, and I drank a cup of coffee after I ate. And now I'm sipping water, and I feel like my stomach feels fine. So maybe I just need to up my caffeine intake. Maybe that would help me with my hunger pains in general. The hunger feelings of hunger in my stomach were getting out of control as we got closer and closer to noon. And then I ate, and it didn't really feel like I had something in my stomach, so that helped. But I was worried that I was going to feel hungrier. But then I drank coffee after my meal, or finished my coffee. And we're about an hour after lunch, and I feel fine. I'm not feeling hungry. So maybe one of the methods that I should really look at is upping my caffeine intake and going from drinking, 2-3 cups a day to like 3-4 cups a day. I'm coming to this realization that I've been looking at my weight fluctuating over the course of these several past years. I'll get to around this weight to, like in the 240 range or higher 230s. And then there's a bounce back because I think what the issue has been hunger, and I haven't figured out how to cope with hunger to break through to continue weight loss after I get to this point. So, like, this is the decision. This is the really critical factor right now in my weight loss journey, which typically, historically, has decided if I'm going to keep losing weight, which I haven't, or if I'm going to keep gaining weight, which has been what has happened every single time. So, this is it. Like, this is the critical point. I have to break through this feeling of being hungry a lot of the time without getting into a weird mental space, keeping a healthy mindset around it, and making it sustainable. So we are here. We are right here. Like, this is happening in this moment today, and I have got to get it figured out. That's why I keep focusing on it. I'm hungry. Feeling hungry. I don't want to push caffeine though because it is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was watching a random video talking about how to deal with hunger, and they said to drink a diet carbonated soda, essentially, and that can help you with hunger cravings. And then I also finished off my water. This is my third water of the day, second or third water of the day. This is, I think, a liter. So I'm making sure that I'm staying hydrated for sure. And I do feel hungry right now. And when I went downstairs, by the way, to get this is in the same pantry as keto snacks. And there were there's 3 different types of keto snacks in the pantry right now. And I was feeling the call. They were calling to me, and I was like, no, nay, not today. So I did not eat them, but I did get myself a drink. So we're working on this. We're trying. Okay?
All right, workday is over and I am feeling hungry. Pushing the Sprite, or it wasn't Sprite, drinking the ginger ale definitely helped with hunger. And I've just been continuing to drink water. This is my 3rd or 4th one for the day, and I'm about halfway through it. So, you okay? It's her dinner time and it's my dinner time. Steak bites, carnitas, and 1 rib, the very last rib left. And 1,300 calories later for 1 meal, I'm feeling full. So yeah, I had steak bites plus 1 rib, plus I had carnitas. So, mixing it up. I'm not going to be eating any keto snacks, which is so funny because my husband went to the store and, how does my finger work? There we go. Bought me another box because he knew I was out of the, I can't, like, my finger. He bought me another box because I was out of the strawberry ones. And that's great. I'll enjoy them tomorrow. Delayed gratification. But let me prove to myself that I don't need them for a day first.
It's 12 o'clock and I do feel hungry, but I do not feel ravenously hungry like I did yesterday. And the like contracting inside of my stomach and the uncomfortable like walls of your stomach like doing that contracting thing, it's not nearly as bad today as it was this time yesterday.
4 eggs, about 2.4 ounces of bacon, and I'm gonna pair that with some Crystal hot sauce.
I absolutely inhaled that first meal of eggs and bacon, and it was so good. I cooked the eggs perfectly. They were all jammy egg yolks, which is my absolute favorite. And I was licking my fingers, okay? Really wanted to make sure that I was truly enjoying everything. Now, I'm having an urge right now. Excuse me. I horked everything down. I'm having an urge right now to eat a keto snack and to have something sweet to finish off this meal. And from everything I've been reading on the internet, basically that means there's like an insulin issue if you eat something. But the thing is, none of that was, I had eggs and bacon. It was a low carb meal, but basically what I read online is like if you eat and then you want something sweet for dessert afterwards, it's because your insulin has spiked or whatever, and you want something sweet to like level out your blood sugar levels again. And so that's concerning because I don't want to have blood sugar issues. That's like a that's a big reason why I eat the way that I do, because when I went to the doctor several years ago, they told me that I was pre-diabetic and I could get on metformin if I wanted to. And so that's what took me down this rabbit hole so many years ago of eating less sugar, lower carb, higher fat, that type of thing. And so the fact that I want something sweet after every meal, because I do want something sweet after every meal, tells me that like I think something's wrong. Something's wrong with my blood sugar still, like it's not leveled off. I would just like to eat a meal and not crave it. And so then the question is like, okay, is this a chemical thing that's going on in your body, or is this a mental thing? And you've just conditioned yourself to do this so many times over the years, after so many years, and you've given in every single time. And so your brain just thinks this is what it needs. So is it chemical? Is it mental? Is it both? I don't know, probably. But I'm concerned, and I don't want to feel like keto snacks have control over me. And right now in this moment, I feel like they do. And so I'm going to sit here and work through the craving because I just had 600 calories. I don't need to have a 100-calorie keto snack. I don't need it. So I'm just going to sit through this and drink some more water and let my food digest and not have a keto snack. That's the plan.
A few moments later.
It's so interesting because like sitting through the craving lasted all of making the decision, deciding that I wasn't going to do it, and then I just got up and did something else real quick, and now I don't feel like it has a hold over me. So it was as simple as distracting myself. And so I think I just need to change my state, change my thought, move my body, like just do anything else to distract myself from giving in to the craving. So I've just been weak, would be my guess, and I've just been giving into the cravings way too much, way too many times, because yes, eating one now when I think about it sounds good, like they taste good, but like I drank some more water. I feel satiated. I don't need to eat anything. I feel fine in this moment. I'm not desiring it currently. So it was a decision that I had to, it was like the awareness, okay, you're having a craving. Bringing that to the front of my brain instead of letting it kind of linger and control me from like a weird subconscious level. And then it was, okay, this is a craving and this has control of you. And then it was the realization of, I don't like this having control over me. And then it was, okay, well, I'm going to do the hard thing in this moment then, and I'm going to resist it. And then I chose to resist it. But then because I chose to resist it, it then made it much easier to not want it. And now I'm fine.
I am feeling pretty good as far as what I've been able to accomplish today. Work-wise, we're doing good. Step-wise, I was on my walking pad for over an hour and I got 5,300 steps. That's how much I have so far in the day, and it's a little bit after noon. I am doing a lot better with hunger. I switched over to iced coffee and haven't even finished all the coffee for the day yet. And so I don't know, I switched over to iced coffee. My hunger seems to be a bit better with that. Also, It happens every month, but I'm so surprised by different side effects that I get from it. But it was my lady time, and that's finishing up currently. And my hunger is not nearly what it was in the throes of, you know, like full on lady time. So I know that hunger is absolutely affected during your cycle. I just wasn't putting the pieces together during. And so maybe that is why I was struggling so much to the point that it was just like really getting to me. Now, that's not to say that outside of that 1 week a month that I'm not having hunger cravings and hunger, but to the point of it feeling like something that was very much bothering me. I was very concerned about. I still am concerned about it, right? Because I have not been able to get under, I haven't been able to get into the low 230s in my adult life in over 10 years for sure. Maybe 13 years ago. I wasn't that weight. The last time I was around that weight, I was in the 220s or the 230s when I initially met my husband back in 2011. So 14 years ago. So it has been a long time since I've been able to even get into that range. Obviously, there is a sticking point there for me. There is something that I need to break through as far as my habits, my mindset, my thought process, whatever the case may be. And so you're going to be on that journey with me as we figure out what that is exactly. So not to say all that, but I think it was especially difficult because it has been my lady time and it is now currently finishing up. And so feeling a lot better. I was having a lot of lower back pain too. I've had lower back pain since August though, but it is also much worse during my lady time. And it was really hurting me while walking these past couple of days. It has not been affecting me. And so, yeah, I don't know. Just, it's hard. It's hard because there are so many different things kind of going on as I'm really trying to pay attention to my body and how I'm responding to different things. I have this I think it's a keto rash going on with my neck right here, as well. And then there's like so many different upsides too, because I haven't had a full-on breakout since this time last week after switching over to even lower carbs and cutting out most of the dairy that I was eating. The big thing dairy-wise that I cut out for this past week is that I wasn't using Fairlife lactose-free milk. I switched over to almond milk for my creamer, unsweetened almond milk. And so maybe that is what, maybe even Fairlife milk in general. I don't know what it is inside of the milk that might have been causing the breakouts, but right now my skin is clearing up instead of getting worse. I don't have anything new breakout wise except for one pimple that kind of popped up overnight here, and it's not a disgusting cystic looking pimple, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, I'm just happy with where I'm at right now and enjoying that, and don't want to rock the boat too much on it. And I'm also really happy right now that I feel like I'm a normal, acceptable amount of hungry. I'm not absolutely starving, and it's 12:20 in the afternoon. So I'm hungry. I'm gonna get some lunch. Oh yeah, and yesterday, by the way, I didn't even tell you. I didn't even eat 2,000 calories yesterday. I ate under 1,700 calories, and I was fine. So again, lady time, I think. I don't know, but yeah, it's been interesting.
$10,000 steps. Look at that. I haven't hit 10,000 steps in a very long time. I hit 10,000 steps back in 2020, and then I was sweating a bunch and developed an abscess in a really bad spot. And so that was like 5 years ago. I have slowly been building up to being able to walk that far over the course of these past several weeks, since probably the mid to end of January, and now we're in middle of March. So it took me a couple of months to be able to build up to that point.
Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next week with a weigh-in and update.